everything I bought on my 2-week trip to Europe and to London. Hi, my name is Brea Ellis. I have a website called Where I Went, where like the clothes you wear, and you can find it at breaellis.com. Today I'm going to do a haul of all the things I picked up on vacation. I spent the last 2 weeks on vacation for one of my friend's milestone birthdays. Her dream was to go champagne tasting in Champagne, and that's exactly what we did. We spent 3 days in Paris, about 4 days in Champagne, the weekend in London, and then back to Paris. So here's everything I picked up. As you can see up there, I have an entire French pharmacy. I brought back hundreds of dollars worth of French skincare. I'm gonna do the skincare last, so if you're looking for that, stay tuned to the end of the video to see all the skincare I got. I'm gonna start with food I brought back because it needs to go back in the refrigerator, and then go over the few clothing items I got, and then we'll do skincare. So get ready. Okay, so in Paris, they have these fancy grocery stores that are part of the department stores there. So think if Bloomingdale's had its own shopping, like grocery store. So this one is called the Grande Épicerie, and it's connected to the department store Le Bon Marché on Rive Gauche. So first thing, I went on this trip with, there were 6 of us, and I only knew 2 of the women on the trip, but it turned out so lovely. And one of the sweet girls on the trip who I became friends with bought me this cute little tote as a gift from the French grocery store, and I love it. It's like a reusable shopping bag. So I didn't buy that, but picked that up in my journeys. What I did buy, I bought this truffle salt, which I'm gonna give to one of my friends. I got this at the grocery store in Champagne. It's pink salt with truffles. Pink salt with truffles in it. Delicious. Put that here. Then I also got for myself some more pink salt with truffles. This was from the by the kilo section of the Grande Épicerie, so it's just like in a little bag like that. I put it in a Ziploc bag because it's very strong, and everything in my suitcase was smelling like truffles, which is not a bad thing. And then continuing on the salt kick, I always get some sea salt when I'm in Paris. This was just in a cute little easy to bring home bag, and you can pour it into your own grinder. But this is just like high quality sea salt. And the sea salts in this section of the grocery store were all from different parts of France. And so I got this from De Garand, IGP. I don't know where that is, but I'm sure they make a beautiful salt. But the thing that I would fully recommend, first of all, I recommend that you bring home things that you can eat and consume when you go to Europe instead of bringing home like clothes and bags and shoes. So you'll see that I didn't really buy that much like clothes, bags, or shoes. I didn't buy any clothes. I didn't buy any shoes or bags, but I did bring home champagne from Champagne because of course we went on a champagne tasting tour and we learned so much about champagne, and the tour guide gave us these like mini bottles. These are like little ones. And then I bought a couple bottles myself. We drank most of them on the trip, but I did, so you'll see, I got a normal size one, and this is the gourmandise. So this is the one that they add a pretty good amount of sugar to. So it's a sweeter one, but I thought that my friends would enjoy this one. And the champagne house is called Remy Paillère, and we met the son, the dad, and the grandfather, but the son gave us a tour of the champagne house. And so yeah, these are so easy to bring home. Wine and champagne is super easy to bring home. You just wrap it in your old clothes and put it in your checked luggage, and I promise you it will be fine. So I brought those home. Then also at the Grande Épicerie in France, we got all the butter and they shrink wrapped it for us, and we kept it cold. There's a bunch of TikToks going around about this brand of butter down here. You can also get this at the food hall across from Galeries Lafayette, the same brand, they sell it. But we got all kinds of different butter. I got smoked salt butter, onion butter, chocolate butter, vanilla bourbon butter, olive oil butter. We got it all. Salted butter, soft butter. If you ever wonder what $100 of butter looks like, this is it, okay? And then we did go to London for the weekend. And while I was there, I bought a bunch of cheese. I did not know that the British are responsible for cheddar cheese. So all the really good cheddar cheese comes from there. So I won't unwrap it, but I got two different kinds. Well, maybe let's unwrap one. Let's unwrap this one to see if it's a surprise. I got two different kinds of cheddar cheese, and then I got a Stilton, which is like a stinky, moldy cheese. And they let us try all the cheeses, and they were so good. Oh, good. I think it tells you what everything is. Yeah, I got a Colston Bassett Stilton for 8 pounds, a Sparkenhoe mature cheddar and for 8.55 pounds, and a Hofford cheddar for 9.15 pounds. So let's see what one this one is. And she double wrapped it really good so that it would travel well. These are hard cheeses. The Stilton's a little softer, but these are all hard cheeses, so I was assured that they would travel just fine. I did keep them in the fridge. Oh, look how beautiful that is. This is the unboxing you were looking for, I know. Not a Louis Vuitton bag. The cheese. Oh Jesus, that smells so good. I think that's the Sparkenhoe, because one of them has like a wine taste to it. It tastes like it's got wine in it. Now I'm curious and I want to find the Stilton for you because it's a fun moldy look. Let's try to find it quickly. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the Stilton. Oh, gorgeous already. Oh, Jesus, look at that. Look at that. If you could smell it, and it's so creamy. Just gonna take a little bit. My finger, why not? It's my cheese. I'm dropping cheese on the butter. Oh God, that's so good. Okay, yum. All right, I'm gonna put these back in the fridge because they're pricey. The cheese, I bought about 26 pounds worth of cheese, which is about $35 worth of cheese, and I feel like that's reasonable. The butter, like I said, $100 worth of butter. Yowza. All right, cheese has been refrigerated. Last thing I will say about the food I bought is that the butter, all the butters we got, even though they have really fun flavors like chocolate and onion, and they had a yuzu flavor, they are for spreading on bread. You can obviously bake with them, but the French just spread them on bread and eat them. So I don't know, maybe I'll have like a butter tasting or something like that, but that's what they're for. All right, when I went to London, we went to high tea at Fortnum and Mason, which is the place for tea. I don't think we have anything to compare. I would say it's like Lipton, but Lipton's like not exciting. But anyway, this is the place you want to go if you want to have a fancy AF high tea. I heard also the Ritz in London has a good fancy high tea that's a little bit less expensive, but this is the place. But what we didn't know is that the store that the tea house is in is a department store. So it had multiple levels, at least 4 levels. The basement level was all like caviar and meats and fishes and like a beautiful grocery store basically. And then the ground floor was all the teas. You could buy all the teas that you had upstairs, loose teas, bag teas, biscuits to go with it, shortbread cookies. Shortbread is something that England is known for. That's what I brought back, as shortbread cookies and some tea. And then upstairs was like a floor with makeup and perfume and all that. And then Fortnum and Mason is known for their hampers, and we don't really have anything comparable in the US, but it's like a wicker picnic basket, and at the holidays, especially Christmas, people will fill the hamper with like expensive tea, expensive cookies, gifts, and they'll gift the hamper. Like that's what you give someone as a Christmas gift. So anyways, here's what I got from Fortnum and Mason. And how beautiful is this bag? It's got a little beat up on the way there, but it's still quite beautiful. All right, so I brought back the tea that I had at the high tea. I tried the black tea with vanilla, and that's what I brought back. This is loose tea, and so you put it in, you know, a little strainer. What a beautiful like tin that it comes in, so gorgeous. And then for my mom, my sister went on a birthday trip like 2 weeks before me, and she went to some of the places, same places I went, so she gave me a heads up of like what's good and everything. And she brought my mom back a tin of these shortbread cookies, and there's not that many in them, so they ate the whole thing. So here are the shortbread cookies that I got from my mom. They're traditional shortbread rounds made in Edinburgh. And then I also saw that they had a Highgrove, Edinburgh is a place, but I think there's one of the palaces for the royal families in Edinburgh, and then Highgrove is the name of one of the actual palaces or the properties that the royal family owns. And there were these Highgrove special shortbread cookies, and they were all out of them, like the shelf was empty, and I thought they must be good. So I asked them to go get me some more, and I already had one, and they're delicious. And I asked her to go get me some more, and she brought a box. So I just took one, and she looked at me and said, "You're gonna need to take two. You're gonna want two of those. Trust me, they're very special, and they are buttery and delicious." All right, so got that, and I think that's it for food. Yes, that's all for food. Let's move on to the few like clothing accessory things I got. So we'll stay in England. The one clothing item I bought was this sweater. I really wanted to buy some stuff from Cezanne, but I literally could not find the Cezanne store in Paris. I was walking in circles trying to find it. But there was a sweater very similar to this that I wanted, and I couldn't find it. So I bought it in London at M&S, which is like their version of Target or Walmart. So cute. It's like a pale pink color with a marbled yarn. So this is like my one clothing item I bought. It was 40 pounds, 30, oh, let's see, I'm sure it has the tag still on it. $29.50, which in US dollars is just under 40 bucks. So I liked that. And then at Harrods, I got this for my mom. If you've been following me for a long time, you know we have a sweet little Westie, or had a sweet little Westie that passed away, named Bradley Superstar. And the Harrods theme, like logo, is a little Westie. And years ago when I was a flight attendant, I went through the Heathrow airport, and they had a bunch of Harrods stuff you could buy. So I bought my mom this like iconic plastic kind of tote, and so she has another one with a different Westie print on it, and I bought that before I even had a Westie. It was just cute and we liked it. And so now that he's passed, I know she's gonna like cry when I give her this. I think I'm gonna save it for Christmas. But yeah, this is their like iconic little tote bag. It's flattened out, but you know, open it that way. So I got her that. And then for myself, I got myself a little something from Harrods, which they packaged so beautifully. And wow, wrapped within an inch of its life, I guess. It's a tiny little Harrods bag keychain. How cute is that? I'm really into purse charms right now, so this is gonna be so cute to hang on a purse. But yeah, I love that little Harrods keychain, and this was 16 pounds, so like 20 bucks. Very cute. Very cute, made me very happy. Then I discovered the store where they say, you know how they say like bury me at Bergdorf's, bury me at Liberty. Such a cool department store. I'm familiar with the Liberty brand because they're a fabric company first, and they do collabs. I have a Liberty of London blazer from J. Crew, because they did a collab with J. Crew. But I didn't know they were their own department store and had so many cool things. So the first day we went to Liberty, they had a Cezanne pop-up. That's why I was in there, to look for the Cezanne pop-up. But they didn't have anything cool in the Cezanne pop-up. So, foiled again. So anyways, what I got from the top floor, Harrods, Liberty, all of the department stores in London had all their Christmas stuff out, Selfridges. And so I got some Christmas ornaments. And when I was a flight attendant, that's the thing I used to collect. And some people collect shot glasses and magnets. And I used to collect Christmas ornaments. So that is what I got. This cute double-decker Liberty of London bus Christmas ornament. So cute. These were very expensive. Not very expensive, but expensive. So this was 14 pounds, so like 20 something bucks, but iconic. I love it. And they packaged them really nicely in bubble wrap for me because I told them I was traveling. And I purchased these jewelry boxes, hard jewelry boxes, and they put the ornaments in those. And so they made it back just fine to me. See? So in addition to the double-decker bus, I also got one of the iconic London cabs with Liberty on the side. And I just love these two together. How cute are those? So I don't know if I'll get a tree this year, but I might just sit them out because they make me so happy to look at. All right, and then my big purchase. Like I said, Liberty is a fabric store. They make their own prints. They're known for these really like flowery and beautiful prints. And that's what my blazer is in. But I got myself a little gift. And again, so beautifully wrapped. The women in this section where I got this from were so nice and so impeccably dressed. I can't remember the salesperson who sold me this name, but she was dressed amazing. She had kind of a Frida Kahlo vibe going on. But the person who helped me with it the day before I ended up buying it, her name was Georgia, and she was lovely. So here we go. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Whoops. Cute. And then this is telling me about the type of print I got. So it says this scarf was designed within our Eastern print world. Arthur Lazenby Liberty was an avid explorer with his expeditions to Japan, China, Persia, and India during the 1880s and to 1910s, inspiring some of our most celebrated prints with collections such as A Delphi Voyage and Tree of Life, each transporting you to faraway places. So I don't know if that's indicative of the scarf I have. It's a scarf, by the way. Look at the color. First of all, will you look at the color? Just stunning. Just absolutely stunning. There's little elephants on there. I'm so excited about this. It's a 90 by 90 scarf, so like the biggest Hermes size. And I can't even wait. It's this purple color. I mean, it's this orange color with purple piping. And I just can't wait to look up a million ways to wear it and be so chic. I can't wait. Can't even wait. So yes, that was my big purchase. It's 100% silk and it's very iconic. It's a classic Liberty print. And it just spoke to me. I love it. And I have a bright orange winter coat, so I will be wearing these together. So yeah, so that's all the clothes I got. Clothes and food, all done. Some little knickknacks I got. We also went to the Champagne region. That's where I got the champagne from. I also got champagne stoppers because I don't own one. And when you open a bottle of champagne, especially, you know, if you're not going to drink the whole bottle, it's nice to have these. So I got one from Remy Payer, this bronze one. And then we went to G.H. Mumm. That was the first winery we went to, or champagne house we went to. And I got a wine stopper from G.H. Mumm. These were like less than 10 euro. So an easy little gift. And then we went to the church in the same town in the Champagne region that inspired Notre Dame. And I got from my mom some incense from there. So I knew she'd love that. Also another thing that smelled up my whole luggage. And I made a little donation to the church, and one of the other women on the trip lit a candle and prayed. And this is the rose scent. Love it. So yeah, if you've made it this far, you're a real MVP, and leave a little lipstick kiss emoji in the comments so that I know that you made it to the beauty section of this video. All right, I've gotten here up here on the couch to show you some beauty things I got. First, I'm gonna show you what I got for my cousin. So my cousin and my sister asked for kind of specific things. And so I'll show you what I got for them. First of all, I got my cousin's kids these Kinder eggs that were Paw Patrol themed because they're very much into the Paw Patrol. And then my cousin has so those are for the twin girls, and she has a little boy, and he's also my godson, and I got him some strawberry toothpaste from France. All right, and then my cousin was looking for a sunscreen and then anything to just like make her skin look young and supple and bring back elasticity. So beauty products, I got this La Rose, which is a French brand sunscreen. This one is for your face and your body, and it's 30, SPF 30. And then I got one for her kids, which is SPF 50, also for face and body, but specially designed for kids. And then I got for my cousin herself, SPF 50, because she lives in California. You can use this on your face, body, and hair, and this is a dry oil. So yeah. Then I went to City Pharma. So if you're gonna buy beauty products in Paris, you can buy them so many places, and I had a good experience buying so many places, but only City Pharma will give you your tax back. So I wish I had bought everything in one place, because I have literally hundreds of dollars worth of skincare, and I was only able to get the tax back on like $100 of it. Because that's what I bought at City Pharma. Anyways, when I went to City Pharma, one thing that's really great about them, besides that they're multiple levels and they have really good prices, is that their advisors who work there know their stock and they can suggest things to you. So one of the things they suggested was a line that was specially made for Black women called Nubiance Paris. I don't know how new it is, but this is a serum for hyperpigmentation, and my cousin has freckles, which we learned are its own hyperpigmentation. So I got her that serum. I also got her the Caudalie Vino Perfect caffeine eye cream. And the packaging's in French on one side and German on the other. So good luck with that. Or maybe Italian on the other. Yeah, Italian on the other. But it's brightening eye cream, and it helps with dark circles. And you can use your phone to translate it using Google Translate. But anyway, I got her the eye cream. I got myself one too. And then this La Roche-Posay is like the #1 skincare brand in Paris or in France. And this product you cannot get in the US. It's the Cetaplast spray, B5 spray. My sister told me about it. Basically what I heard from TikTok, so fact check this, do your own research, is that instead of spraying your face with that like Evian spray on the plane, you should really be spraying your face with this, because it's an antibacterial for your face. And so all the pollutants, people's musty breath, that they're sneezing in the air, all of that that happens on the plane and in airports, that's just like bacteria sitting on your face. And so you spray this and it helps. So I got that for her as well. And then this, I wish I had gotten us both one, but I'm gonna give it to her because I love her so much. Because this is an anti-wrinkle care repairing plumping cream, also from La Roche-Posay. It's called Hyalu B5, Hyalu meaning hyaluronic acid, and you cannot get this in the US either. I tried looking on their website. And then lastly, this one I thought would be perfect for her. It's by Eucerin. It's an anti-aging hyaluronic kind of filler product, and it's for wrinkles and just like a loss of elasticity. So those are the things I got her. I told her I was gonna write her a prescription from my French pharmacy. So I'm putting everything in this cute bag for her, and then I'm gonna mail it to her. So here are all her little goodies coming her way. Okay, and then some things I got from the actual pharmacy part of the pharmacy, but like the medicine part. I got this, which is for anti-anxiety. And I think that I think it's homeopathic, but I don't think it is, because it has magnesium in it. And it has CBD, which I've never tried. So we'll see how that goes. I also got this, which is the French version of Airborne, and I already took one today. You just put it in water just like you do Airborne. I got 2 boxes of that. I got myself this sunscreen, which was also recommended by my helper at the City Pharma. And all of these go on like pretty clear. So yeah, this is a spray sunscreen, SPF 50. Here's the Vino Perfect Caudalie caffeine under eye cream that I said I got myself one and my cousin one. By the way, This was maybe $30, $40. In the US, it would be like $80. This is what my best friend asked for, retinol. So they suggested this really good brand of retinol, 27 grams of retinol. I got us both one, so we can look young forever. Oh, I'll do this last, because I got some stuff in London that you can't get in the US. This, my sister sent me on a wild goose chase for, but I'm so excited I found it. This is actually an Italian brand, Marvis, but this is the Smoker's Whitening Mint, and it's obviously popular in France because they smoke a lot there. So I got several boxes of those because they only have the travel size, and I feel like we might become addicted to it, so I got several of those. This one was recommended as well. This is a cellulite cream. It's a lotion you see in the picture she's putting it on her thighs and her butt. So we'll see how it goes. It's shea butter. This is from the same line that's formulated for Black women. And this is a exfoliating wash. You can use it on your face and your body. I'm excited to use that. This, you might notice, like when I'm turning around, that I have some hair loss. I have alopecia, and so I bought a bunch of different things for hair loss. This is effluvium. These are all going to be pills, and this is for actually for hair density. So I got 2 boxes of that. These I also got for hair loss. Phyto, this box, which has 2 bottles in it, and each bottle is 2 months worth. 1 bottle of this is $98 at Nordstrom in the US. This whole thing for 4 months. So 1 bottle is probably like a month or 2 months. That's $100 in the US. This thing with 4 months of it was like $45. This is why you gotta buy it in France. However, one of the smaller pharmacies I went to insinuated that this does not work. I bought it because I bought it before, and I know a lot of girls buy it, but she insinuated that it did not work. So I ended up, this is what she recommended instead, this brand. And it does the same thing, and this is 3 months worth as well. So I'm gonna use them all, we'll see. The type of alopecia I have, your hair doesn't grow back, so these are all just for me to not lose any more hair. So whatever happens, happens, you know? All right. Back to Caudalie. I got the Vino Perfect Brightening Dark Spot Serum. This is what my sister asked me to bring her back. This you can buy at Sephora for $80, and it was $40 in Paris. Another thing I got her, which we haven't tried, but we're gonna experiment, was this Caudalie Vino Pure. This is, I think, was like maybe $11, and it's a spot treatment for pimples. This is, again, that same Nubiance brand. I got myself one too. This is the hyperpigmentation serum. I don't actually have hyperpigmentation, but just good to keep your skin clear. I got a little echinacea, just pills. I got myself one of the Cetoplast B5 sprays, the antibacterial spray. These I got at the checkout at the airport. They're just little mints. I'm gonna give them to my friend. The last day in Paris, I got a facial at my hotel. The facialist was lovely. Her name's Deborah, and she's from Seattle, but she's lived in Paris so long, she's a citizen now. But she did a beautiful facial on me. My skin was glowing. And one of the things she used, which I never have heard of, but I think it's a Korean skincare thing, is a pre and probiotic for your face. So it's a serum that you do before your other serums, and it helps everything absorb really well. And it's from this company. So I bought that. She also did a 3-minute peel mask. And I did that because she said my skin is dehydrated. She said I had great skin, but it's dehydrated and it definitely needs something like that. A peel, and then this is just a regular mask that came with a little kit. I actually just bought these 2 products, but a bunch of little like samples came with it. Okay, from the grocery store, here's a food thing that I forgot to tell you. I got a Ferrero Rocher dark chocolate bar. Gonna eat that for sure. I also got these Biodermas. This is micellar water. This is a big deal. You'll see on like Instagram and TikTok, everybody telling you to buy this. I don't know how I feel about it. That's why you only got little ones. I've heard some tips that we in America are using micellar water incorrectly, that it's something that you actually are supposed to rinse off. I don't know. I couldn't say. But this one's for sensitive skin or normal skin, and then this one's for combination or oily skin. And you can use it to take your makeup off. Like you would use this instead of a makeup wipe. You would use this to take your makeup off and then you would wash your face. It's not a toner, and I think we're not using it right in America. So I just got some little ones and I think cute. Okay, this I grabbed at the checkout. Rhinology. I wasn't exactly sure, but I thought this is for allergy season, and I looked it up and it's homeopathic, and it is for allergy season, and I think that's going to be great for me and for my sister. She gets really bad allergies. I got myself the Cetoplast B5 serum. This one's good for hydration. I'm going to start using this for sure. And then I got myself the Caudalie Instant Firming Serum. It soothes wrinkles, lifts, and facial contours. It's got hyaluronic acid in it. And I got a refill for it too, so that when it's done, you can just refill it. I put them both in this box, but here's what the bottle looks like, the serum looks like. And this is what the refill looks like. So you just squeeze it in when it's done. But one thing I thought was interesting about this is at the top of the box says that this product was made in partnership with Harvard University. I don't know what that means, but I'm into it. And I wonder if I can get them in the US now, or if this is just a Paris thing. Okay, almost done. Last time when I went to Paris with, I went to Paris in 2014 with a group of beauty bloggers on something called the Paris Beauty Tour. So that's where I learned about a lot of these beauty products from these lovely beauty bloggers. Shout out to Leanne and Carmen and Julia Coney, who led the tour. But this Eucerin shower gel was a big thing when I went then. So I got a big one, I got a refill, and I got a travel one. And I have to remember, everything's in French and in German, so I have to like look it up and remember if I'm supposed to put it on in the shower and then rinse it off. I can't remember. But yeah. I also got these for my neighbor's daughter. They're glitter band-aids. She's 6, and I just thought she'd like them. All right. Lastly, I went to London, as I told you, and I got a few things from Boots. I really like Boots. So, and I like their tea tree and witch hazel line. When I was a flight attendant, I used to buy this all the time. These are, I used to buy this line all the time. These are pimple patches, little pimple dots, which I've never used before, but I thought these would be good ones. But this is what I used to buy from them, which is their face wash. So I got little travel ones because they didn't have any big ones. Okay, and then I went to the Body Shop, which we don't have anymore. I'm so sad that the Body Shop closed in the US. But I was able to get some of my favorite things. I'm looking around because there's I bought some big body butters for my mom, and I don't know where they are. I have to finish unpacking my suitcase. But I got some sheet masks, a vitamin C and a vitamin E. Vitamin C is good for brightening. Vitamin E is good for hydration. So I got those two. This is my favorite thing from the Body Shop. These are almond oil nail oils, and they have a little brush on them. See, like a paintbrush. And you click the bottom up and the oil comes out, and then you can just paint them on your cuticles. And then this is a little rubber tip that you can use to push back your cuticles. My favorite. I bought several of these, and I got the other girls on the trip to buy them too. And then I just got a little hemp hand cream. I got some travel body butters in British Rose and Shea, and then I got a big body butter in hemp for me. It's really good for the winter, and then olive oil for my mom, but apparently it's somewhere in my suitcase and I can't find it. And then I got this for my neighbor because she loves their peppermint foot lotion. So that is it. That is everything I bought on my 2-week trip to Europe and to London. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, tell me what product you wish I had brought back for you, and what product you love when you go to either France or England. So thank you so much for watching. This is like a different thing for me. I usually do a lot of travel vlogs, but I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see what footage I have from my trip and see if I can put together a Paris and London vlog for you. In the meantime, look out. My next video that's going up should be a Detroit vlog from a work trip I did earlier this year. Thanks so much for watching. Again, my name is Brea. My website is breaellis.com, and my blog is called Where I Went. You can find me on all social media at Brea Ellis and on TikTok at Brea Ellis Travel. And happy travels.